Vlogish.
Hey guys, my name is Sigmund and welcome to Vlogish. For those of you not familiar, Vlogish is basically where I talk about my week. And get ready guys, because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, this week has pretty much sucked. And I don't want to sound negative, I know it sounds terrible to start it off on that note, but it's just one thing after another just keeps happening and happening and happening and happening. As you all know, I have dropped a bad nicotine habit. Now, because of that, I've been getting hit with some withdrawal effects and some really nasty side effects, mainly just upset stomach and not feeling that good. I've taken stuff for it and it's just not cooperating. So it really does make recording, and I love recording. I love doing YouTube videos, but it really makes recording difficult because it's like I'm sitting down and it's just wanting to act up and do what it wants. I think it also has to do with not just the nicotine leaving my system, my body adjusting to it. It's also a bad diet. I really need to change my diet, and I really need to exercise more because I really, I'm not the young spring chicken. I mean, I'm not old. I mean, don't call me grandpa just yet, but I need to get into exercise. I really need to start working out and get in better shape for my health and all that good stuff. So I just got to figure out how to throw that into the mix with everything else going on. Also, I know I've gotten a comment or two about Mario Maker. Mario Maker, just gonna be honest with you guys, that might not be happening anytime soon. Specifically because something else broke. Not really broke, my car battery died, and we've been having issues with it for the last several months, but it's been working. We jumped it once and it was good to go. Here lately, it's like it has the juice to turn on everything, but not start the car, and I had to jump the car to get that fixed, and then I may have to get that replaced, which the downside is, for some unknown reason, the battery that is for that car specifically is one of the most expensive parts on that car. And it's like, just, come on. At this point, my Wii U has been a paperweight for the last month and a half to 2 months because I can't play it. I can do absolutely nothing with it, and it's going to cost about $100 to get repaired. So I have to get that done, plus get my car fixed, plus get something else fixed. It's just one thing after another. On top of being sick, it's been pretty stressful. Just gonna be honest with you, it's been pretty fucking stressful. But I mean, I'm just trying to take things as I can and not trying to put too much on myself. I'm still gonna do recording as I can. It's just been one thing after another, and I really didn't get a chance to record much this week, and especially with reading your comments. Expect those every other week now. I know you're used to seeing them every Wednesday, but I'm gonna push those every other Wednesday just so we can get a build up of more comments, so it's longer and a little more interactive and fun for all of you. But I'm sure things, everything has the downside. Hopefully an upswing will come here eventually. I may end up seeing a doctor, seeing what we can figure out, and then hopefully get my car battery to stop acting up to where the car will be fine, and I can quit spending money on it. That'd be great. And moving on to other things, because you don't want to hear all the negative stuff going on in my life. Let's talk about the weather. It's been raining a lot. I really didn't help much, did it? Rain tends to be depressing. Not really. I mean, I really don't go outside too much, so it didn't bother me. I mean, we tried to take Midnight out. I think it was earlier in the week. We tried to take him out to the dog park, but it rained. It was raining, and we're like, okay, well, he hasn't been out there a while. We'll just let him go. I had a phone call I had to take in the car, and then while I'm sitting there, all of a sudden, it's just that monsoon, downpour, whatever, just hit the park. Here comes my wife and the dog running into the car. So that didn't work out too well. Hopefully we'll be able to get him to the dog park again here soon. The other animals are doing just fine. The cats are a pain in the ass like always. I mean, really, what can you expect? They like to go use the restroom when they're not supposed to. That's the best way I could summarize it. And the birds, you already know how the birds are doing right now. They are asleep. They're not screaming, which is a good thing. I tried to get this recorded before the sun comes up, because when the sun comes up, that's usually when both the birds are like going, "Hi there, I'm here. Someone pay attention to me, talk to me, hello. Think that, what I just did right there, except higher pitched, especially if you're new to the channel, because sometimes the birds go off like that, and it's like really loud, and the thing is, like, sometimes my microphone is set at a higher, like the gain is set high, so when they scream, not only do I hear it normally, but I also hear it because it goes right into the microphone, and it just blasts through the speakers of my headphones, and it really hurts. And I mean, outside of that, not too much else is going on. I mean, work is work. My sleep schedule still doesn't make any sense. The other day, I got like 13 hours of sleep. Can you believe that? Usually, I'm lucky to get 5 or 6 hours. The other day, I slept on the couch for like 2 or 3 hours. It was day before yesterday, actually. By the time you see this, it'll be the day before yesterday. I was going to try to record something and get it up for the channel. Ended up sleeping on my couch for like, it was like 3 days ago. I'm getting my times mixed up. Working third shift does that. I'd fallen asleep on my couch. I'd hoped to take like an hour nap because I was just exhausted. I was dragging ass. And I woke up like 2.5 hours later. It's like, oh God, okay, it was past the due date. It was like 11:30 at that point. Well, my wife was still up. She had just left for work, and then I went to bed because I still wasn't feeling that good. Ended up sleeping to like 8:30, 8:45. I mean, and I had to be at work at 10. So it really screwed up the day, and I didn't get anything uploaded that day, so that sucked. I'm just hoping to get everything set up. See, now I'm actually talking a lot more, and I'm actually getting a little bit more of the energy out. I'm starting to feel better. I've already recorded a couple videos before this one because I just wanted to get some videos done. I wanted to get back into the groove because it has been a bit since I recorded. Now that I should have done this first, because now that I'm doing this, I'm talking a lot and my body, my insides are going because I am fluffy. But now that I'm doing that, it's just, I'm starting to feel better. Like I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So yeah, I will say there has been a comment showed up on one of the videos. It was Amnesia, The Dark Descent, which has actually been received a lot better than I thought it would. There was a comment left by somebody who had actually been a regular on the channel a long time ago, and she left a comment, and then I replied, I believe it's, I'm gonna butcher it, I think it's, because my French is rusty, I believe it was Francois Rose, it's French Rose, I think it's supposed to mean French Rose, because French, like Francis is French for the word French, so I think it means French Rose, but she used to be a regular commenter, and then, you know, didn't comment that much, which is okay. I'm not upset about it. You know, people go in and out. That's not a big deal at all. And it really caught my attention because I was like, hey, yeah, it's really good to see you. And she's like, wow, you remember me. And I know, maybe if I'm fortunate enough, the channel may one day get big enough, make it huge, you know, make it almost impossible to keep track of all the people, all the faces that go in and out. And I said this a while back, how right now is the prime time for the channel because it's easier to get to know people. It's easier to remember people. And I remember her specifically, and then there's a few others on there, so I'm not intentionally leaving them off. I'm just going to talk about this one case where she was one of the first ones that said, hey, your content's really good. I mean, I've heard compliments in the past. I'm not discounting anybody else, but that one was like, I believe, right after my Indie PopCon video last year. And I had a whopping I had 20 subscribers before the video hit. And then after the video, I had 40 subscribers. And she was one of the ones that threw out the encouragement of, hey, your videos are really, really good. Even though if I look back at it, I'm like, wow, I sucked. But I try to remember those who are always kind to me and always those who are helpful, kind. You know, I always try to remember those people that are good to me. And it's really, really awesome to see some of the ones, and I love seeing new faces, but it's really cool to see some of the vets of the channel, I guess you'd call them, come back in every now and then. It's really, really awesome. And I try not to forget those people because my personal rule ever since I started this, and I'm trying to reflect that into my own life. A lot of my positive aspects that I talk about on here, I'm trying to put it into my personal life. It is difficult to do sometimes because it is a change for myself because I'm not exactly a 100% positive person all the time. But my rule has always been try to acknowledge people's existence. So I'll try to do it. Acknowledge that they exist because that's one of the worst things that could ever happen is people don't notice you. Like you're in a room full of people when you're talking and you feel like you're there alone. You end up feeling alone because nobody talks to you, nobody even looks at you. I know what that's like. And so anybody who's kind enough to me, you know, that recognize not only that the channel exists, that I exist, I definitely make it a point to try to remember them, especially, you know, because they were awesome enough to do that. I don't know if that makes any sense. That's just kind of how my brain is processing it right now. So if that doesn't make sense, I apologize. Just do it. I don't feel that great, and I'm trying to work through that and work through everything else, but you know how it is. Try to throw in a little positivity and otherwise, really sad video now that I think about it. Alrighty, well, I've been ranting on long enough. Not too much else has gone on during my week. You'd like to have a conversation, leave a comment down below, hit the like button, let me know that you enjoyed these videos, that you'd like to see more of them, where I talk about my personal life and occasional rants. Well, now that I'm all out of time, it is that time. What time? Outro time! Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button like butties. Share the video with a friend, that would be great. And hey, if you are new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button to join the Sigman Army today. I always have fun doing these vlogishes, and I'm sorry that this was not a positive one. That's been a rough one. It has been a rough week. It really, really has. I'm not gonna lie. The most we can do at that point is just try to power through it the best we can. And I hope all of you are having a good week as well. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a downer. It's just, it happens. Well, thank you all again so much for watching. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.